Hey guys, how's it going? My name is of course Catmanjoe, and welcome back everybody to another brand new Minecraft news video on my channel. Today of course we're covering some brand new Minecraft 1.21 leaks and of course answering the question of, is Roger Badgerman back on the scene? I don't really know where I was going with that, but that's what I was going to say. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the news, which is going to be over on Twitter, and let's get into this entire video. So today's news is beginning with God's Unit. Now if you don't already know, we covered him in yesterday's video, so do check out if you want to know a little bit more about him, but he's a really experienced and really good and valid actual leaker or insider for Minecraft news. Now if you don't already know, he tweeted out 2 emojis yesterday, which was a hint towards the next hostile mob coming to Minecraft, and if you already saw my video covering that yesterday, you already know about that, but today he tweeted out 2 more emojis, this time being an orange ball and a light bulb. Now as always, by itself it's a little bit rather confusing because nobody really fully knows what these emojis mean other than the poster himself or what he's trying to really convey by posting these emojis, but many people have speculated that both of these emojis could have something to do with perhaps copper and maybe lights, of course, or lighting, and most people even said perhaps it maybe is indicative of him trying to say copper lanterns are coming. And I'm going to read you guys some of the responses actually from that tweet from a few different people that I thought were quite interesting. The first one here comes from someone called Gallus, and they said copper lantern that with the step of its oxidization the light becomes dimmer. Someone else called Dragon said if not copper lantern, maybe copper conducts electricity. And then finally someone else called Muchi said copper lights where they can change the strength of the light. Now the reason why I'm showing you guys these different replies is because I personally don't even really know what these actual emojis fully mean. Obviously I do think it's copper lights, but I'm not too sure entirely what the connection could fully be or what he could be trying to say. It could be that he's trying to actually tell us copper lanterns are coming or something entirely different. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section as to what you actually think this could mean. Now moving on from the emojis, but sticking with God's Unit, we've got a few more things regarding them that has actually been happening, and that is to do with their actual bio on Twitter. Now their current bio, if you look at it right here right now, might just look like a bunch of little squiggles and dots and whatnot, but this actually is Morse code, and if you translate this bio currently just says nothing of interest here. Now you may be asking yourself, what does this matter, Joe, and why are you telling me this? Well, the reason why is because apparently this bio has been actually changing somewhat randomly in the past 24 hours. And many people, including myself, believe it's God's Unit giving us little messages via the bio changes. So one of the other descriptions that God's Unit has actually used, of course, in the past 24 hours was apparently a description that said, I wonder what a tough block family would look. Now it doesn't really make much sense. I perhaps feel like there was a word like missing in that sentence, but I'm not entirely sure. And it doesn't really fully add up in general. The actual sentence, of course, is a bit weird, and the translation was also a bit weird as well, because Charizard, the person who actually posted this comment himself, actually fully translating it, was the only one with a photograph of the description, or the bio, of course, for the account before it was obviously changed again. So I do want to just say right here, right now, I can't clarify or obviously not clarify if this was true or if this was false. However, it does look like the screenshot that they provided looks quite true. Now, another one of the bios that God's Unit has actually used, of course, is this one right here. Now, this actually was showcased in my video from yesterday, and I had no clue this actually meant anything. I personally just thought it was some bio in another language personally, and didn't even really look that much into it. But apparently it was actually code for Dan Gioni was here. We actually know this, of course, from a person called Frozen Sulfur, who actually made a video showing them actually using the shifted alphabet encoder and actually decoding the message itself. Now, as you can see, it says Dan Gioni was here. Now, for those of you that are watching that don't already know instantly who Dan Gioni is, Dan Gioni was actually a leaker for Minecraft news, of course, or for Minecraft leaks, and back a couple of months ago, in fact. However, after only giving out 3 of his supposed 21 leaks, Dan Gioni was caught surprisingly by Mojang very quickly, and nobody saw him on Twitter pretty much ever again. Can you guess what 3 of those leaks were? One was an emoji of just a hole, another was an emoji of a speaker and a toolbox, but the third was actually a photograph of redstone going into a crafting bench with a hopper on it. Now what's really fascinating about this entire thing is if God's Unit is actually Dan Gioni was actually heavily suspected to be Roger Badgerman. The reason as to why is because of the way in which they type and the way in which they tweet is very, very, very similar to Roger Badgerman's. For an example that isn't exactly the best to obviously show the comparisons between the two, but a good example nonetheless, here's a tweet from Roger Badgerman on March 17th, obviously, of course, of this year, where he posted up saying, well lads, it's been an honor, with the actual saluting emoji. And then here's a tweet from Dan Gioni when he was caught with just simply the saluting emoji. So to answer the question of do I think God's Unit is actually Dan Gioni, or Dan Gioni, of course, is Roger Badgerman, is a bit of a weird one. I do think that Dan Gioni has some sort of connection to Roger Badgerman, or potentially could have been Roger Badgerman, but I do not think that Dan Gioni or Roger Badgerman is God's Unit. Now, my reasons towards believing this is because God's Unit account was created in May of 2020, of course, and he actually was posting from August of 2020, and in general, all the leaker accounts like Roger Badgerman's or Dan Gioni's were created pretty much within the same year that they started posting. I think this is just God's Unit's way of just pretending to be actually someone that he's not for a little bit of a meme, or just trying to actually tease us or have a little bit of fun with us. However, I do have to say that if it isn't that, I think potentially godsunit could have been contacted by either Roger Badgerman or more likely Dangione, because as he said on October 2nd, he got DM'd with the supposed leaks from Minecraft Mob Vote, of course, or for the Minecraft Mob Vote in general, and I think that maybe the news that he's covering right now and that news could have perhaps came from the same person. Anyway, that's just a theory. Now moving on from there, we've got some more actual Minecraft 1.21 news to cover, of course, and this is coming from Mwam. Mwam tweeted out earlier today also two emojis, this one being a wave and a zombie, but underneath that as well, a bunch of random gibberish text. Now many, including myself, immediately knew this must be some sort of code for something and immediately tried to actually start testing and see what kind of code it was, but many of us had little to no luck with it. But thankfully, 11 hours after the post was made, somebody managed to crack the code. The person's name is ironically enough my IQ is negative, and they tweet back by saying the trial spawner will spawn a specific count of mobs and rewards players by ejecting loot, ABD, I'm presuming, and will adjust params on how many players are nearby. And then they went to actually showing how they actually cracked this code, of course, by using Caesar cipher, base 64, Caesar cipher, the key for bother Caesar ciphers is 3, and obviously I'm presuming that's it. And just to confirm that this was fully correct, Mwam actually responded back by saying well done. Now the last thing I want to talk about for this entire section of the video, of course, before we move on to the brand new cape, which we'll be talking about in a minute, is a post from Minecraft themselves and a brand new article that they posted called 3 days until Minecraft Live. Now this article was only posted about an hour or two ago, but people have already actually noticed that if you actually look and you do actually inspect element, of course that's what I'm having to do at least here for this example, you can actually see when you hover over the banner itself that it shows a actual hidden description that says this electrifying screenshot is a hint for what's to come during Minecraft Live, starting 1 PM UTC on December 15th. Now that entire statement, this electrifying screenshot is a hint towards what's coming during Minecraft Live, is rather fascinating because it made me immediately jump back to earlier on's tweet, of course, from godsunit regarding the light bulb and the copper block, so maybe there's some sort of connection there, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Now moving on from there to our final piece of news for the day, of course, this news itself is somewhat 1.21 related, but perhaps not. This news actually is a photo of a cape, and Mwam tweeted out just a couple hours ago now, or just about an hour in fact ago, saying, wait, hold up guys, I love capes. And it's a photo, of course, of a actual Minecraft character, of course, more like the Minecraft actual Bedrock store kind of characters, with a very pink, beautiful cape, which looks like it's got actually the cherry blossom actual flowers on it. Now in the actual replies to the actual post, someone actually asked stupidly enough what's it from, and actually the Mwam responded back quite fairly enough by saying the game Minecraft. They said, yeah, but how do you get it? And Mwam said, you don't yet. And they said, and in the future. And obviously Mwam hasn't responded. So most likely this is going to be a cape that we're either going to be getting for 1.21, which probably isn't going to be the case. Most likely it's going to be a cape that we're going to be getting from actually Minecraft Live. So yeah, a bit of a hype up there. So yeah guys, that is all the news that we've got for today's video. I hope that you guys did go to enjoy it. If you did, please be sure to drop a like in it, share with your friends and family, and of course subscribe if you're new around here. You don't want to miss out on all the latest Minecraft news on the channel. I do want to real quick apologize for the lateness of this upload. I was actually streaming for like over 6 hours on my YouTube channel, of course, or on here earlier on today, obviously. So if you guys don't know, I stream on YouTube. I also stream on Twitch as well on a free to join Minecraft SMP. You should come join sometime. I'd love to talk to you about this kind of news stuff. But yeah, everybody, other than that guys, thank you all so much for watching today's video. See you guys on the next one, and yeah everybody, thanks for watching.